In this video, we are going to explore NearPod and how to create a lesson and all the different parts that you can include in your NearPod. Okay? So when you get and you log in, you'll see My Library. Your library is simply the ones that you have created or the ones that you have found. You can also click Explore. And through that, you can search for different pre-made ones. I will say quite a few of them do cost money to use. Then you have reports, which because this is a new account for me, I do not have any on, but this is where your data will be found. And then let's go back to my library. Okay. So with my library, you can go up and you can see this create. We are going to create a new lesson. Okay, when you have a new lesson, it pops up a lot like this. So the first thing we're going to do is change our lesson. This one I'm going to title The Human Body. Alrighty. So once you have your title, you can go to settings, add a description, add the grades, add the subject, all of that. Now I do want you to make note, this one does have a size limit, so you cannot make files that are too big or too small. You can also drag and drop different files in, but today we're going to explore just simply how you can make it on the website. So you'll click Add a Slide. Now you have three options here, and we're going to explore Add Content and Add Activity. Those are the two we're going to explore today. So the first one we're going to explore is Add Content. So we're going to click. Now you have a whole lot of different options. We will get back to slide in a moment. That one is probably going to be your most frequently used on this add content, but I really want to show you this NearPod 3D. So when you click on there, you can see all these different 3D options. I'm going to go to the human body, and we study in 4th grade the skeletal system. So I'm going to go ahead and click that and press done. That is now added on. Now I'm going to add another slide. Okay, so add slide, simple as that. I'm going to do add content, and this time I am going to just add on a slide. Okay, so once you click that, it's going to pull up your slide. Now you can create a title up here, and then go on. You can add a background, but my main feature here that I like is this layout. You have 4 different layouts to choose from at the moment. You have one element, a title in one element, title in 2 elements, or 4 separate elements. I'm going to go ahead and do title and 2 elements. And that way you can click the title and let's do bones. And then you have options when you get here. You can either insert a text, video, image. You can search for a GIF or a GIF, I have been told. Or you can simply upload files. I'm going to do a text and say the bones of the body are ... And you can create little bullet points. You can go down here as well. Now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to insert an image. So I'm going to go over here. This is Google Safe Search, so if students are looking up images, they should be fine. But I'm just going to go bones. And I'm going to click, this one looks good for what we need, and save. Now I can go over here if I choose to and change up my theme. Say you wanted to make it pink. So you can do that. Now make sure you need to save before you leave, okay? There's also other things that you can play around with. So I'm going to save and exit. And yes, I do want to change my theme. Alrighty, it's saving the slide, and there you go. There is how that is. Now you can go ahead, play around with some of these other add content features. There's anything from a simulation to a field trip, BBC World Video, all these different options. Now I'm going to bump over to add an activity. This is the fun stuff. This is what makes this very different from any other presentation that you can use. Because you can ask an open-ended question, you can do a matching game, you can do a quiz, you can do a draw, you can collaborate, you can take a poll, you can fill in the blanks, and you can do a memory test. All of these can be done. So, first thing we're going to do is look at how to create open-ended questions. So we'll click there. You can add a timer, you can add a reference, but you would just simply type in your question. What are the bones of the body? Okay, and go down and save. Simple as that. Now, I do want to go back and show you how to edit. So I'm going to click here. Let me see. Add slide copy. Double click. There you go. I'm going to try add timer. So students will have this much time. Let's say we want to do 2 minutes. Add. Can add a reference then as well and go ahead, save your changes. Okay. Now we are going to go ahead and look at the matching. So we're going to go add slide again, add activity, matching pairs. Okay. You can click your instructions and let's say match the bones to the name. So we're going to add pair. So I can add an image here. So maybe I'll type in skull. And here we go. Save image, save. And I'll do here skull. Done. Then I can add another pair. I can say, let's do here, femur. Femur. And add an image, F-E-M-U-R, femur. There you go. Save. Alrighty, and done. So you can do that and it'll match up the pairs. So then we'll go ahead and save. And there you go. So those are some different slides. Let's maybe try add activity. And this is where you can really play around with it. Quiz will create a gradable quiz. Fill in the blanks is really good if you are wanting them to drag and drop maybe different terms. There's memory tests. Now that one's a little bit more game-like, but it still keeps the students very involved. Now when you're done and you would like to preview, you can go down here and preview. And this is what the students then would be seeing as they are doing this. So we have the preview. Now here's that 3D that they can play around with and look at it from all different angles. Good. That's great warm-up. Then we'll go to the next slide. Okay, this is our content slide. The bones of the body are. And we have that. Then we have our open-ended question. Okay, so you'll type in ready, answer. So the students would be able to type in students can type in their answers. Now you'll want to watch. When you're running this from your own device, their answers will show up on your screen. If you are wanting this to be, you can. If you want to hide their names, you can. There's all different ways of doing that. So when we do that, then we can match. So let's try here. Femur, femur, check. Skull, skull, check. Good. Well done. 2 tries. Got it. Alrighty, and that's the end of our preview. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me.